Hi, friends. Ooh, looks like I've been running through. How are you this evening? My name is Cheryl Wright. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from northeastern Montana, where it's cold, like frigid. Not fun. Anyway, I am here to do a class with you on the Friendly Seagulls stamp set. So that's what I'm doing tonight. Say hello in the comments when you join me. I would love to hear what's happening in your world today. This is a class that's rescheduled. I was supposed to do it last night, and if you watch me all the time, I mentioned some funerals and stuff. So yeah, my job yesterday took a little more time than I thought, and so I had to postpone this. But I'm here and I'm ready to go. So let's get started. And let's see here. I rarely reschedule. Hi, Glenda. Hi, Nancy. Hello from Nancy. Kansas. Is it cold Kansas or warm Kansas tonight? Oh, my phone is kind of wonky here. All right. It is really cold here. We're supposed to have frigid temperatures tomorrow, and I think it's starting now. So anyhow, let's go ahead and just run through a few things while we have a few more people hopefully joining us. I see some eyes popping up. My numbers are going up. Hi, Barbara. Northern California. How's the weather there? Last chance products. They are still there's many products that are still discounted. There are a few that drop off every week. But they are still available. So be sure to check out that part. Going to be cold for the next 5 days. Yeah, that's what it is here too. Online exclusives are wonderful. I did this class last week, and there's so many options. If you go to the online store and you click on the what's new, that's where it'll show you all the new stuff, apparently, just not then you don't have to search and look for it so much. Pattern paper share. All the papers that are in this catalog, which they don't have a thing in the back anymore, but you'll see some there, like that paper. Ooh, I have some of these I can share with you. That paper, that paper, although that's not paper, that's, yeah, all that, plus there's one in here that is a pattern paper. Oh yeah, remember? There's this one that I think is just gorgeous. This one, Everyday Happiness. Anyway, for that, I'll send you a 6x6 sheet and of each of all the new papers. And that's the whole price breakdown. You can double it, and then I'll send you some Sale-a-bration items, or you can just do the embellishment and ribbon share, or you can get the embellishment and ribbon share. Anyway, go to craftwithcheryl.com and click on January paper share, and it will break it all down for you and show you what it is. Stampin' Cross Country is a virtual retreat that I do with 4 of my stamping friends. And it is a weekend long, well, not weekend long. It's Friday evening we do some, and then all day Saturday we do crafting presentations, and you can craft along with us. Stamping presentations mostly. And anyway, it is $99 plus shipping right now, and or if you want to do the digital option, which would be like if you were out of the country, or if you have all the stuff and you want to cut all your own stuff. Anyway, registration for this ends January 26th. The early bird is over, so you can't get those prices, but join us. It is so much fun. And again, go to craftwithcheryl.com. I got a new website, so, well, I got a new, yeah. So let's go ahead and get started. Tonight, I am using the Sale-a-bration stamp set, Friendly Seagulls. You can get this free with a $60 purchase. That's the only way to get it. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. Oh, I am also using the back of this paper, which is also a Sale-a-bration item, Bloom Impressions, and we're going to get started. Okay, I have all my blocks loaded. I think I'm ready. Now just I have to pick which one I'm going to start with. This one has a fun fold, but it's one we've done before. So I'm going to go ahead and, oh, I need to find it. I'm going to go ahead and, nope, I lost it. I have my iPad here. I'm going to start with a different one. See, I knew I was going to do that. Okay, we're going to start. See, I have everything organized and then I have to move it because I usually set things up on my computer. Well, let me go back and say hello. I have said hello to Barbara and Nancy and Glenda and Shirley. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Friday Night Live instead of Thursday Night Live. And I apologize once again. I mentioned earlier that I had some funeral stuff to do. And I'm going to do that one second. No, I'm going to do that one now. That's the one I know best. I was helping a friend. Her mom passed away and I needed to make a salad. And I didn't find what I needed in town, so I needed to go to a different town, and it took me longer yesterday than I had anticipated. My camera is, I know I keep saying that, but I feel like I'm way out. All right, let's go ahead and get started. This is mystery card number 74. If you've ever done mystery cards with me, that's this recipe. And you are welcome to go back and find it, or you can go back and look for it, look it up, or just pay attention now. So this is 4 1/4 by 11, and I'm going to, and I lost it. I did it to myself. I had it up and then I changed my mind and then I changed my mind back, and now I have to find the score lines again. I have a picture of it. See, that's what I get for second guessing myself. Okay, so we're going to score this. That's what I needed it for. We're going to score it at, get the little arm out, 5 1/2. And my trimmer has the cutting blade and the scoring blade. If you're joining us, if you're new to this, and I'm going to score it at 5 1/2, and then I'm going to score it again at 8 7/8. Score it again. Then I'm going to rotate my paper, and the score lines are on this end, and I'm going to go to 2 1/8. And I am not going to cut. I am going to use a very thin pencil. Actually, I'll leave that open. And I'm going to mark it. I'm going to put a little tick mark there. Okay. So I'm going to actually close the arm. I'm also, for your benefit, I can see it fine. This doesn't look right. Just a second. Does it look right? No, it does not look right. I messed up. All right. So we score at 5 1/2. I did that. And then we score at 8 7/8. I only did 7 7/8. That's my problem. All right. It was like way out there. All right. I'm going to go back to 7 7/8. Ignore this part. Look away. And I'm just going to give it a really light crease because I want to use this paper. So I'm going to put, so I tried to crease it the other way. See, it's not too bad. So anyway, I marked the middle here. Start off with a bang. Mess up right on the first card. I'm going to put the score lines, or I'm going to put a little tick mark on where my score line is. Then I'm going to bring it down and I'm going to line up the tick mark here and the tick mark there and get them in the center of the cut tray, the cut whatever, and cut. Then I'm going to turn it this way. I'm going to do the same thing. There's a tick mark up here. I'm going to line it up with the cut ditch there. Same thing here. And cut it. So you have two cute little triangles that are now trash, or you can save them for whatever you want to save them for. All right. I didn't mess it up too badly. So she says. Okay, I don't need that anymore. So next we're going to fold this and crease the edge and fold this one back and crease that one. So now the arrow is kind of pointing up. So next thing we're going to need is a piece of, this is Azure Afternoon if you need to know what color. A 3x3 inch square of the Azure Afternoon. And we're going to put it on right there. You're going to make sure you match up the point here and the point here. So we're going to put some glue here. Pick your favorite glue or whichever one's closest to you. I usually pick whichever one's closest to me. This time I chose the runny glue actually on purpose. That way I have some time to kind of wiggle this into place. I want these to line up on those there. Now, if you didn't trim it just right, you can always go back and take your snips and trim that edge. But mine lined up really nice this time. So you only wanted it on that half. See where my oops score line? You can't even tell. My oops score line. So there you have, that is our card base. So the next thing we're going to do is take, I told you we're going to use some of that paper. And I'm actually going to stamp on it. I thought this looked like clouds, like blue sky with clouds. So that's what we're going for. I'm going to take Azure Afternoon. I didn't get any of my ink pads out. I'm going to use the birds. And I need to grab my blue. So I'm going to have to stand up and bug you. Lean into you. Get a little too close and personal. Sorry. There we go. I don't know what we got going on. All right. Azure Afternoon. I'm going to stamp just a few birds. And I'm going to go off a little. And I don't want it on my mat. So I'm going to go on here. Actually, those aren't even going to be seen. They might actually. I'm going to do the same on this one. Give it some friends on a nice day. There we go. Got some birds. My Azure Afternoon birds. All right. So this we're going to fold back. I'm going to glue this piece right over the top of this with the kind of the traditional margin around the edge. Get rid of that scrap piece for a moment. All right. See, there's that pretty floral that we're covering up because the other side looks like a sky. I love sky paper. It is one of my favorite papers to use. I was almost going to use the airplane paper. Barbara asked, what DSP am I using? I am using, it'd be faster in here. I am using the DSP that's in the Sale-a-bration catalog, the Bloom Impressions. It's free also with a $60 purchase. But like I said, there is the sky paper from the airplane suite that was in the last catalog, but it carried over. Or maybe, no, it's in this catalog. I don't know. We still have it. So we're going to open that up, and then we're going to open this all the way up. And we're going to go ahead and glue this one down. And make sure my birds are flying the right direction, that they're not upside down. Give yourself kind of the standard measurement, standard border again, and pop that down. Now we're going to set this aside for a minute. And I have a white piece of paper that is 2 13/16 by 2 13/16. And we're going to stamp on it so it's at a diamond angle. And we're going to stamp our bird, our seagull, on here. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and, no, I'm going to do that. Actually, I'm going to do something else. Ah! All right. We're going to stamp the seagull on here, and then we're also going to do it on here also. So I'm using the one that's got the big mouth open, because I'm going to put Hey Friend on here. All right. So I've already used this. This actually was the swap card that I made. I know I tell you guys about my swap cards. And I think there. Oh, and then I told you I'm going to use the second generation on that. This doesn't need to be dark. I'm just going to cut that out so I can use it as a mask. My masking paper is here, but the Post-it note was closer and easier to get to. I'm also going to do, no, I'll do the other one in a minute. All right. Now, we will color this guy gray granite. It's fun to see how different people color him. Her, it. This is the dark. And I never know what color to make the beak. Never really studied gulls. Are they orange or yellow? Or do we know? I'm just going to go around his belly. There should be some shading there, right? A little bit under there. And then I'm going to take our color lifter, and while it's still there, kind of still wettish, I'm going to go in and smear it around a bit. So it gives the shadow, but there's no line there. There we go. And then we're going to color. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Nancy. I love my thumbs up. I love my people. You guys are awesome. I'm slaving away, and you guys are just busy doing good stuff. All right, I'm going to go with Dark Daffodil Delight. That's what color things are going to be on this guy. His beak and his feet. There. So there he is in all his glory. Okay. I have two. All right. So I'm going to cut this guy out really fast. I can't use my ribbon only scissors. There we go. I'm not going to worry about his feet because they're little. And I didn't put any, there's no Post-it note glue, Post-it note sticky on them. So we're just going to cut his feet off. I don't think it's going to matter if he has a little bit of a dirty web on his feet. All right. I feel like I've just been running today. Running for the last few days. I thought about going to my hometown, which is Butte, for a funeral on Tuesday. That's, like I said, there were 3 possible funerals I could have gone to. And had I gone to Butte for the one funeral, I might have stayed for a second funeral, but I didn't. And I am so thankful because the roads are horrendous. Like they're closing interstates and stuff, which doesn't usually happen very often around here. All right. He is almost done. I made sure some of the sticky was up by his mouth. And if a little bit gets on the bird, I'm not going to worry about it. But this is why. All right. There. All that just for that. I should have that done ahead of time. I just have blue blending brush. I don't have a specific one that I use for anything. And I don't really want this to be dark. So, where's that scrap paper? Oh, that's not really scrap paper, Cheryl. That's actually your last chance. Here's the schedule for mystery stamping. We'll use this. All right, so I just want it really light. So it's not just stark white. That'll work. On it. All right, I'm going to do the same thing with crumb cake. And I can reach crumb cake without having to get too crazy with you. I think crumb cake is like beach sand. So you're going to see it a lot today. All right. This can be a little darker. But I'm going to try to avoid the feet. But if I miss and get the feet anyway, it's okay. Right? All right, now I'm going to take this mask off. And then the white of the bird got to stay white. And there's just a hint of color beyond him. All right, I am going to stick my bird there. And we're going to go ahead and stamp some sand. Some sand. And I liked the way this sand kind of worked around the feet when I did it the last time. I think you could use this as bubbles too, but I'm using it as sand. And we'll do some, no, we aren't. These are dead fish. We're not going to put the dead fish on this card. We'll put it on another card. All right, good enough of that. I do need to stamp my Hey Friend. And I'm actually going to do my Azure birds. Nope, I'm not doing my birds because I need to stamp Hey Friend. So Hey Friend is on a block. All right. There we go. Hey Friend. Now, before we put all this stuff away, I'm going to go ahead and grab my other piece of paper. This piece of paper is, oh, my iPad turned off. This piece of paper is 2 7/8 by 4. And this is just your inside. So I am not going to put anything on the inside as far as words. I'm kind of limited on my words. I could say, hey friend, or I love you more than. And this one's just going to be a friendly card. So we're not going to pour out all the love. I am going to take the crumb cake and I'm just going to do a corner. And then it had some seashells that came with it. And I'm going to stamp the seashells just in the crumb cake as well. Now, I wish I would have done my swap like this because I didn't. I wish, and I saw it when I came back and I was like, oh, I should have jazzed mine up a little bit more. But I was happy I got it out in the mail on time. And so, yeah, maybe a little glue there. And then this piece is going to just get butted up against that piece that we already put in there. Or if you want to leave a little room, that's fine too. However you want to do it. My piece looks crooked, of course. Oh, good deal. You've been using this set today too, Barbara. We'd love to see your creations. We would please share them if you can on Facebook. Now my line looks kind of still. My shadowy lines look too much like they're supposed to be there. So we just messed that up a little bit more. So then we're going to put glue on this. And there you have it. Now I thought that the guy needed some more, the extra birds. So I am going to put birds on him. I was cold earlier and I put the sweatshirt on. Now I wish I had something on underneath the sweatshirt because I'm getting kind of warm. So if you see the sweat starting to roll off, you'll know why. All right. I'm running out of birds. I'm going to have to order some more birds. All right. I just thought add a few birds up in this beautiful sky with this beautiful sky paper. And I'm going to put him up here too. There. So there is card number 1. You could put some twine on it or something also, but linen thread. Besides the birds, this is what my swap card looked like when I sent it on. And I don't know, it's a diamond card. Yes. So that is card number 1 for this evening. And like I said, it is mystery stamping clue number 74. So you can go back either on Facebook or YouTube and find mystery stamping number 74. And you'll even get to see more projects like this. I did a moose one with it. That was really cute. It was one of my favorite cards. I don't even think I gave it away yet. Maybe I did. I don't know. I have a hard time giving away my cards sometimes because I love them so much. All right. Let me refocus my ideas here. The next one I'm going to do, I was inspired by one from Helen Reed or Helen Red, but I'm kind of going my own way. So if you see something similar to this, go, oh, that's where Cheryl got that idea. I got blocks everywhere again. So we're going to start off with a piece of 11 by 4 1/4. Fold it. And crease it. And this piece is crumb cake and my measurement notes. 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And we're just going to glue this one Actually, we're not going to glue it down quite yet, but that's where it's going to go. And actually, I'm going to build on it over here. This piece is from the Country Woods paper. This is some of that fun paper that carried over. It works great for like rusticy looking docks. I'm going to put this on right down here. And yeah, what would we do with that little border, that frame of border that we like to give everything? Come on, it's just a smidgen crooked. But that's where it's decided it wants to be. I'm going to stamp on this, so I'm going to set those aside for a minute. And we're going to get some gulls. And I'm going to do one on here. I think that maybe, oh, no, they'll all fit. They'll all fit. So I was thinking I needed to add one on later, but nope, we're good. Oh, I might have to do this different. Is this my piece? I have two white pieces in front of me. All right, we're going to go for it. All right. That one's little feet don't look like they got enough. God, they're cute. Oh, I never thought I'd like seagulls. Oh, yeah, Nancy, you saw that. It's one of my favorites. So when I have a favorite, you guys get to see it a lot. A lot. So I'm going to take, I need pool party now. And my pool party. Just a second. I'm going to just take you off. All right. Just hold on. I just need to find pool party. There you go. I've determined, Nancy, that there's only so many folds, and I just get to reuse them when I can. Oh, I should have a pool party one. Hold on. Get off what I can and dive into pool party. All right, I'm just going to put a little bit at the top. I'm going to try to avoid my birds. Just to give it a hint. My cards didn't want me to cut out too many of the seagulls. My cards, my brain didn't want me to cut out a whole lot. All right. This one I don't really care about because of their feet. You know, I go through phases where I use my blending brushes a lot and then I won't use them for a while. Maybe it depends on what sets I have out. Are you like that too? Or do you have a particular coloring medium that you use a lot? I reach for my blends, but on this one, I'm going to actually reach for my Stampin' Wright markers. The Stampin' Wright markers are part of the join special. Sorry. The join special for Stampin' Up for during Sale-a-bration. If you want to sign up and become a demonstrator, these are Well, this is one of the choices that you can have, is a stamp set and 2 of the sets of these markers. These markers are wonderful. They have the fine point tip, and they have the brush tip as well. My husband and I are even coughing in sync. This guy's going to get a little bit different. He's going to have basic gray. Oh, my creaky table. Ooh, my basic gray looks very darkish. Maybe it's basic black. Nope, it's basic gray. And I see a spot I missed. So anyway, yeah, for $99, you can get $125 in product, and that you get to pick. And then you can pick which colors you want, and you get a stamp set as well. I probably should have used, I thought crushed curry was going to be a good color for that, but my crushed curry is kind of a wonky color for that. And I'll go ahead and use, actually I'm not, I'm going to use, we'll try this one. I don't know. I should have a scrap of white somewhere. White. Oh, that's a good bird color, bird beak color. And some feet. Now, if you already have these markers and you want to join Stampin' Up, you can also choose just to get $30 extra in your starter kit. I would love to have you on my team. Or small, we have access to a larger group that has a lot of interaction on Facebook. And I think we're pretty fun. But that's that. Let's see here. Barbara says there was a seagull that visited for 3 days in a row when they stayed near the ocean. Her niece named him Stanley. So any large seagull she sees, she says hi to Stanley. Barbara uses blends. And Nancy uses, she keeps forgetting to use the brushes. She uses her blends more. See, we're kind of all in the same boat there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and give some sand to the gulls. Anyway. So, put that aside. And we're going to glue this on here. And it's just going to butt up against there. And I'm going to have more at the top than the bottom. I did not do that piece well. So actually I'm going to cheat. I'm going to put ribbon between there. So I'm going to cheat and just make it look good. Right? That's why we have embellishments, is to hide our mistakes. Another thing I forget to use a lot is I forget to use my embossing folders. And I love the look of embossed things, you know, with the embossing folders. Oh, I just think that's wonderful, but I forget to do it when I'm designing cards half the time. It's like, oh, I should have done that. We are using one on the next one, though. On the next card. All right, I think that's good. Now I'm going to use this pecan pie ribbon. And I'm going to put it across It just seemed neutral enough to join the two. So I didn't want a seam just hanging out. So that's what I'm doing that for. And I'm just going to grab my seal and I'm going to put a chunk back here, kind of where it's going to go. And wrap it around on that seam and then cut. All right. And then this is going to go on here, but I'm going to use dimensionals because otherwise I don't think it'll lay flat. Oh, actually it'll be fine. I'm just going to use seal. So it will stick well. Not that the green glue wouldn't do that, but make sure my card's the right way. Have you ever put your card together upside down? It's happened. We're not going to say how recently. We're just going to say it happens. And this is a very narrow border around there. All right. Then we're going to take, this is a really small piece of, yeah, it's about a half, it's a ½ inch wide. And I'm going to stick with the Hey Friend on this one again, because I have a lot more people to say Hey Friend to than I do I love you more than French fries. I lost my ink. Okay. And I'm going to take my snips and I'm going to do a bannering. I'm just going to banner the end. So snip it kind of in the middle and go corner to center, corner to center. There we have it. And get some little dimensionals. Actually, the big ones will work. And I'm going to go ahead and just put this there. Now, to bling it up a little bit, I don't know, do we want to tie a ribbon over here? We might want to tie a ribbon. We'll try it. I'm going to like it already, I can tell. Instead of just having a ribbon, make it look like we tied something together there. Isn't that better? I should have used my sharper scissors. There. And given myself more room. All right. I like that better. What do you think? All right. And the bling. What bling was I going to use on this one? Oh, I had one in my head. It might have been that one. That one might work. Yeah, we're just being random now. Too sparkly. We need some seashells bling. Do you agree? Get some sparkle in there. Actually, I think I'm going to use the antique pearls. And we're just going to make it look like there's a couple of sand, pieces of sand glistening there. I'm just going to use the little ones. I might take your pick tool. And tuck one into the ribbon. And use one more small one over here. So there is card number 2. What do you think? 1 and 2. And setting that aside, I have several extras from my swaps to share with you that you're going to love. I was going to go ahead and like case a couple of them, but I decided no, I was going to give you even more ideas by coming up with my own. So you can thank me later. Oh, thank you, Barbara. I don't think, oh, this is. These are new. They're really pretty. They're very versatile. And I still have to do my catalog tour. Maybe this weekend sometime I might just pop on. I'll give you maybe a couple hours notice or something. I want to do a catalog tour, but I don't want it to take up any of our regular time. So since I'm going to be in the cold and probably hanging out at home, might be a good time. So now I have to remember how I was going to do this next one. This one is the one it's in my head. All right. So the measurements on this are 5.5 by 8.5, of course, and scored at 4 1/4 and 2 1/4. So we're going to fold this down and score it. We're going to leave that one alone for now. This piece is going to go over the top of this piece like so. So we're going to go ahead and add glue from the fold to the edge. So there's my fold right there to the edge. So and hopefully it's not going to ooze the other way. I probably should have done this a different way. I don't want it to go to the fold. Yeah, I'm good. Go ahead and fold it if you want to. If it helps you keep your glue line better, go for it. I'm going to go lay it down again anyway, but it just sits better if I wouldn't have done that, but that's all right. All right, we're going to set this aside and we're going to work on this piece. This is a piece of 5.5 by 2.5. This is our sand. So we're going to do some sand on it. We're just going to give it some stamped pieces here. Some little stamp, random. Yeah, somebody said random, but you know it's not really random. All right, and we're going to give, this is where we're going to put the dead fish. Yep, so a lot of us are going to be stuck inside, so maybe an extra video this week wouldn't be a bad thing, huh? I will, like I said, I will put it out there. If I'm going to do it, I'll let you give you a heads up. All right, I'm just going to go. We'll put one of these upside down. Oh, that was a good one. Okay. And what else do we need? Oh, the seashells. This is just kind of random. And I might like it and I might not. And that's okay. So there's our random sand. Now we're going to, I forgot to grab this folder, so just give me a minute. I have a new folder. Maybe I'll use an old folder. I thought I would use this one. I could very easily use that one. I thought I got a new one. I know. I thought I was so ahead of things. I could use the sand dollar folder. Is that still current? I don't know if it's current or not. I don't know if it would be the way to go. Oh, it's not the one I was thinking, though. That one. Those are too big for my scene. Let me look one more time. Nope. Aha, I found it. I knew I had it. I just forgot to grab it. Okay, this is the whirly whirly kind of one. This one is called, oh, yeah. We are supposed to get in the like 20 below zero, I think. It's going to be frigid. All right. Oh, I was going to tell you what this one's called. But my paper fell. Soft wave. They're going to be soft sand dunes for us. All right. Now I want them to go the same way as my sand. Okay. Put these aside. I have the wrong pads in there, wrong things for embossing. Let me grab. I need the gray plate. Need that one. So this one takes the gray plate because it's the 3D. I'm going to run it through this emboss machine. Ah. That's another thing I forget to use is my mini embossing machine. I have it. I like it. I forget to use it. So there are my little sand. That's why I thought it didn't really matter where I put them because it was going to have texture anyway. All right, now I don't want this to be a flat edge. So I'm going to make it sandy. Okay, that's my texture card. There. All right. This is going to go on here. And I'm just going to grab this. Ah. All right. So that's my sand. And I am going to have to cut this seagull out. And that's okay. I'll do my best. Hopefully. And I need some French fries. I love that Stampin' Up! Thought of using the, I'd say, British version and calling them chips also. Yeah. Fun. All right. Here we go. Bird with fries. and French fries. And I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to do a little stack. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm cutting them out individually. Okay. And then if any of you have kids around and watch Finding Nemo, when you saw the gulls, what did you think? That's what I'm doing. I'm going to go that route. So here I'm going back to the blends. This one is the gray granite. I think I like. Oh, this is fine. All right. This is the light. This is the dark. We're just going to color them a little differently than we did the last time. I don't know what gulls are really supposed to look like. All right, and then give him, I'm going to make the French fries. Oh, French fries should be wild wheat, shouldn't they? Is that a good color? That's a good color for fries. Kinda not. I don't like that color for fries. I'm really having a hard time liking wild wheat. That's a better color for fries. And it's the light white wild wheat. Oh, that's a really good color for fries. Or chips if you're across the pond, as they'd say. Now, this Sale-a-bration item is doing well, I think. But if you are interested in the heart-shaped that I used last week, oh, ivory. You know, that is the one blend I do not own is ivory. So, yeah, I do not own the ivory. All right, I'm going to go dark real red. I thought I had ivory, but do you think I can find ivory? And I know it's going to look like a particular brand, but it's okay. You'll see why I did it this way in a moment. So Nemo, if you're not familiar, there were gulls that kept screaming, mine, 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 mine. So that's what I thought of when I saw them. So I knew one of my cards had to be gulls. All right, what am I going to use for the bun or for whatever this is? A natural tone? Nope, that's not a bun. Oh, that's a good one. This is 500. Oh, yeah, that's a good color for a bun. It's a pretzel bun. And then I need just something for the burger, I guess. The least important part right here is the burger. It's supposed to be the fries. All right, where is my light wheat? All right. Do you see where I'm headed with this yet? No, because I haven't told you the whole story yet. And this is going to be yellow. I'm going to try to cut those feet out. That might be hard. Let's see. We'll see how it goes. All right. I have to cut these out, but let me show you what I meant. So we have this wonderful die, and it's MIA right now. Let me flip through my dies and I'll tell you when I find it. There it is. And I love this die. I put a piece of adhesive sheet on the back of whatever color I'm doing. I use the letters I'm going to use. And then I put the rest of them in. I bought a box and I just alphabetized them. And then I have them if I need them. So I went through and found the letters for mine. Now, at the end, yeah, I can just throw those all away, but I know some people that were just throwing them all away anyway. So, and then they have the adhesive sheet on them. And we're just going to line them up across the bottom. I don't know if I have an exclamation point. I might have to look and see. Or I might. I thought this would be cute for maybe Valentine's Day. So, while you're pondering that, I'm going to go ahead and forgot to color the French fries on my bird. All right. Here goes. I might do the fries first. It'll look easier. I'll do the bird last. Oh, you know what? I just had, no, that's not going to work. I had a thought, but my thought's not going to work. Oh, I had a friend that cut out a whole bunch of these fries. For our swaps. As you'll see, do not let me end this without showing you my swaps because they are the cutest. Mine was kind of a dud after I saw everybody else's cute cards with the seagulls. And I liked mine until I saw everybody else's. Did you ever do that? I thought it was so cute. So is there a stamp set that's new that you would like to see? Give me some ideas on what you want to see next. I don't have everything. I don't plan on getting everything. But if there's one that I have that you're interested in seeing, let me know and I will do a class on it. All right. There's one fry. And I'm kind of using an idea from a friend of mine for the next part. And I don't talk much when I'm cutting. Or if you don't know what, one more year. Okay, I don't have that one yet. It's one that I want to get. I need to order tonight or tomorrow. It's one of the things that I need to do. I should show you the cute little vacuum that my daughter-in-law got me for Christmas. For all these little crumbs. All right. I'm not talking. Don't forget, Stampin' Cross Country registration is still open. You can choose the full retreat or just get the tutorials and be a part of the Facebook group and all the videos. All the videos are housed on YouTube. So you do not have to be a member of Facebook to be a part of our event. If you just want, if you have all the supplies already and you just want the tutorial bundle and the live access, that's about half price, I think. If you want it all, the pillow gifts, the everything else, all the card kits, the embellishments, the everything that you need to make the projects, then that's a different price. And you can find out all of that. And I have a paper share also going. You can find all that at craftwithcheryl.com. Sign up for my emails. Subscribe to my channel. All those fun things. Ooh, I even got a heart. Somebody hearted something. Thank you. All right, I'm on the last of the French fries. I promise you this is worth it. It's going to be so stinking cute. All right. I got fries. I got a bird. I still have a, okay, let me show you this cute little thing that my daughter-in-law got me. It's called an Odie Star. And it's a little vacuum. Isn't that cool? Oh, I missed one. I was excited that she thought of me enough to do that. All right, I'm going to do the in-between pieces last. I don't mind fussy cutting, but not when I'm on a video. I feel like you're just sitting here watching me cut. I guess you just sit here and watch me color and do all the other things too. So thank you for sitting there and watching me do all my weird stuff. All my crafty stuff, I should say. What other crafts do you do? I do wood crafts. I'm really back into it a little bit. I subscribe to a gal that sends me kits, and I need to paint more than I do. But another thing I could work on this weekend is cleaning my craft room. It's like a never-ending thing. Just when I think I'm making progress, and something happens and it's a disaster again. All right. That little piece doesn't want to come out. All right. Now I need you to wish me luck. I'm going in for the legs after I do the head. I'm going to leave that little piece there. All right. I'm going in. I'm doing the legs. He's going to have wide legs. One of my friends that did this swap, she just drew legs back on him after she got him. So that is an option. We're almost there. Almost there. Oh, I just need a little bit more. A little bit more here. Yes, I did it. He has legs and everything. All right. Phew. I can breathe. And now I'm cross-eyed. No, I'm not. All right. So we have to dry layer this. I'm going to put some birds up here. I need to wipe off my bird. And I need my boho blue. Oh, that's another thing. Don't forget the boho blue, the moody mauve, the pebbled path, the wild wheat, and the copper clay are leaving us in March or April. They're the in color cards, in color colors that are going to be gone. I wouldn't have to do this so that it matched, but I have it. May as well use it, right? I'll do one off the edge. All right. And on the mat. All right. Here we go. I'm going to put this bird here. He gets a glue dot or a dimensional. And gotta peel the paper off. There. Got it. All right. I'd have to put my cheaters on here in a minute. I pride myself on not needing them very often, but there. Okay, that was the tough one. The rest of them are going to be easy, right? I think we're going to add a little whimsy to the way we do this. Oh, I don't want the paper to peel. Thought my nails could do it, but back to the take your pick tool. Anybody have any tricks on how to get this off better? Go from the back. There we go. They've been on here for a while. I haven't used red letters for a while. We're going straight for it this time. Ah, look at that. Now I made it easy. Now I made it look easy. These are big enough. I could have just used glue too. But I like the idea of having adhesive on the back. All right. And a French fry. I might just use some little ones. All right, that's kind of the front of our card. I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to grab white. I forgot to do this ahead of time. All right. This is going to be our inside. All right. My eyes. And you're probably saying, wait, Cheryl, you forgot to stamp. Nope, I'm doing this on purpose. All right. Set that aside. Now I'm going to take a piece of the boho blue. It's about a 1/2 inch wide. And I'm going to stamp I love you more. I'm going for it this time. This might be my husband's. Oh, okay. Glenda says she likes the Storybook Garden bundle. I don't have that one yet. And the Terrific Toadstools. I'm getting that one soon. Videos would be nice, as the papers are cute. Yes, they are. They're very cute. I love you more than. And French fries. Well, I will definitely do the toadstool. The Storybook Garden, I'm on the fence about it. I like it, but I'm not in love with it. Ta-da! All right. I love you more than French fries. And I'm going to cut this to 5.5. I kind of have it centered, so I want an inch on either side. Oops, I did that wrong. Oh, it's fine. We'll do 5.5. It is not going to be centered, but that's okay. Because we have some fries to put on here. And we'll use glue dots. Terrible with picking them up with the piece of paper that I'm using. And I just forgot one. Hope my fries are tough. I'll put one on with dimensional. All right, and then we're going to put this on with dimensionals. I know I usually don't put stuff on in the middle with dimensionals, but you'll see why in a second. All right, I'm just going to use this edge. It's almost long enough, so I'll make it longer. And I'll need, I planned that many. I only need 3. All right. Take off my tops. And this is going to go inside toward the bottom, but not at the bottom. And I should have put this guy on the other side where I had more room. What was I thinking? All right. So I switched that around in case you didn't see it. Now, this will be an easel card, and it will tuck under, and the fries will stop it. And I should have made it maybe in sand, but it pops out better this way. So we might do a little bling on this one. And we'll use the pearl. No, we're going to use the antique ones. I like the antique ones. They have that sandy look to them. Might not go to the big one. Oh, I was going to look and see if there was an exclamation point in my box. No, there is not. I could make one out of an eye. Do I have a red eye? I do have a red eye. A red eye. Do I want to make it have an exclamation point? Sure. Why not? Right? Back to messing my eyes up. Oh, that kind of threw a kink in my week too. Not my eyes, but my teeth. I broke a tooth. Now I get to go to the dentist. All right. That's kind of an odd looking one, but it works. Mine. And it's an easel card. Pretty simple one. There. Oh, Barb, send it to me at in an email. Try to do that. Cheryl at craftwithcheryl.com. That will work. And then I can share it if you want. If you'll let me, I would love to have everybody see all the fun stuff. So that is my class tonight. Let me clear off some stuff. And I will bring a few more ideas out for you from my swaps. It's the reason I do the swaps is to get other ideas. So here is number 3. I'll keep it propped so you can see that. And number 2. And number 1. So that is the whole class for the evening. Free to you. If you place a $40 order, I will send all the pieces and parts to make these with you to you though. And if your order is $50, I'll send you a tutorial bundle. If it's $60, you'll earn this Sale-a-bration product and you can get the gulls for free. So there are those projects. I'm going to push them up to the top of my screen. Now the next one, this one is done by a friend of mine. Her name is Erin. She's one of my Stampin' friends from the Oregon area or the Washington area. One of the two. Isn't that one cute? I love that this wild wheat twine that we have works so well with the whole French fry kind of looking thing. Curly fries. Maybe it's curly fries here. But that's just so cute. And then she did a great job on the inside also. So that's Erin's card. And this is my friend Jamie's card. Yes, over the years, I've met all these people in person. You'll see them in pictures when we go to North Carolina in March. So this is my friend Jamie. I almost did something like this, but I like the way she added the dots and the exclamation point on the inside. So, and these are from the bokeh dots that you can get for shaker cards. So that is my friend Erin, my friend Erin, my friend Jamie, and then this is my friend Marcy. Marcy's my travel buddy. She's my roommate when we go places. This is the folder I used earlier. And then she put white, she ran the white ink pad over the top of it, and she did the same with this newer folder that to make it look like sand. I don't know where this die came from, and I could ask her or look, but she's the one that drew the feet on because it was too hard to keep them all, to cut around them all. She's the one that cut out all the French fries, but this is where I got the easel card idea from. And then she just cut and added some extra French fries, so, and made hers into a birthday card. Hey friend, I love you more than French fries. Happiest birthday. I don't know where the happiest birthday came from. It's not a part of this set. And I don't know where this die came from. I should study up on my dies. But those are, that's where I got the idea for the easel card. So, but I didn't want to copy hers. And I wanted mine. Mine. So, ta-da! There are my shares. There are my swaps. Yep. From my friend Erin, Jamie, and Marcy. And I get to see all of them in March. Yay! So I'm excited. And they're all from the West Coast, but we're going to meet on the East Coast. Anyway, I will see about getting a video with catalog and a few samples and some products and whatever else. And I will put that, I'll do an announcement a couple hours before I get it done. The way it looks right now, I think Saturday might work better for me, but you never know. It might be Sunday. And hopefully we'll be able to keep power. That's always a worry when you have we have power, when we have cold temperatures is the power. So I don't know if you want to get a screenshot of that or whatever, but that is my class. So thank you so much for crafting with me. If you need any information about anything, all my contacts are at craftwithcheryl.com. Thank you for liking, commenting, and joining me for my Friday night class. It will be Thursday night next week. No, it won't be Thursday. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. So the next week it's going to be on Friday because I have a class on Thursday. So anyway, if you're local to me, class in Circle on the 30th. So have a great night and stay warm out there.